Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Deirdre, Joanne, Brandy girl. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's Thankful Thursday. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, it's so good to see all of you coming in. Let's do some heart brain coherence this morning. Hand on your heart and slow down your breathing. And then add in some love. Breathe in again. Add in some joy. And then one more time, let's pull somebody into our heart and add in some love. Put that smile on your face and think of what you are grateful for. I'm so grateful for all of you coming in this morning. Grateful that I was able to get up out of bed, that I opened my eyes, that I have another day. There's so much to be grateful for. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with me this morning. So good to see you. Oh, me too, Brandy. I love listening to that. I love being out in nature where you hear it, just different bird sounds. And, I actually have an app on my phone that I can listen to the birds and it tells me what they are, what kind of bird it is. And I love that. So I'm learning some of their sounds and they're so precious. So thankful Thursday. Good morning, Kathy Hand. What do you have to be grateful for? There is so much. Once we find one thing, then everything else just starts to come to mind. Just like that, Deirdre. Grateful for warm clothes. And yes, it is. It's going to be extremely cold, I think, tonight where I'm at here in Nashville. Yesterday was gorgeous. We had a beautiful day yesterday. And I knew that it was going to change, so I enjoyed the heck out of yesterday. Sherry, so grateful to be with all of you. I'm grateful that you're here. Thank you. All right, well, it's story time. So let me pull that story up and we'll get a Kuan Yin card ready. We'll do some messages, I think, from angels in my pocket. I think I'm going to leave one of the angels' books here. This place that Ruth and I are staying is it's just amazing. She has so many books that I want to read and books that I have read already. And I think I'm going to leave her, sign one of my books and leave it here for her. Good morning, Andrea. Hi, Julie Kiss. We're sharing gratitude this morning. Hi, Annie7. And okay, so let me get the story up for story time and see what the angels had to say last night. Oh, yes, the way of the warrior. That is the message from yesterday from the angels. And it was a great end to a great day. Morning, Blue. All right, let me just see what you all are saying before I read. Grateful for a home with heat and for all your peas. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Andrea, I hope I said good morning to you. And Blue says, good morning. Grateful that I can lay on the sofa in shorts and watch it snow. The wood stove is warm and I have heat-seeking cats with dogs. That's so awesome. I'm envying you right now because I'm missing some cats and ready to be around some. But at the moment, it's been doggy time for me. All right, the way of the warrior. A warrior of the light values a child's eyes because they're able to look at the world without bitterness. When he wants to find out if the person beside him is worthy of his trust, he tries to see him as a child would. That's a quote from Paulo Coelho, from Warrior of the Light. In The Warrior of the Light, Paulo Coelho talks about the waterfall effect. This is where a person mistreats another person, and that person eventually takes their anger out on another, and on it goes. His teaching illustrates how the ripples of our actions cascade outward, touching lives in ways we may never fully comprehend. Imagine a single drop of water being an act of cruelty or indifference. Imagine a single drop of water falling into a still pool, creating concentric waves that spread far and wide. Now imagine that drop being an act of cruelty or indifference. Its ripples may reach distant shores, leaving a trail of unforeseen consequences. Coelho poignantly reminds us no one knows the consequences of his own cruelty. These words are a profound call to awareness, urging us to reflect deeply on the power of our actions and the responsibility we hold toward one another. Dear angels, cruelty often starts small, a harsh word, an unkind gesture, or a moment of selfishness. It may feel insignificant in the moment, a drop in the vast ocean of existence, yet, like a waterfall crashing into a river, that single act gains momentum, weaving through the lives of others, sometimes leading to pain, division, or despair. We encounter many homeless beings as we move about our cities and towns. We miss many opportunities when we overlook or ignore them. A smile or a kind word is replaced with indifference. That stranger might carry the weight of that moment forward, affecting their mood, their choices, and even how they treat others in their path. The ripples of missed opportunity for kindness can echo endlessly. Dear ones, the waterfall effect works both ways. Just as cruelty can cause pain, kindness has the power to heal, inspire, and transform. One simple act of love, a comforting touch, a genuine compliment, or a listening ear, can spark a chain reaction of hope and joy. In the same way that water nourishes the earth, your acts of kindness nourish the hearts and souls of others. A smile given to a stranger might inspire them to pay it forward. A word of encouragement might reignite someone's passion for life. And just like that, the cascade of positivity flows, gathering strength as it moves forward. We encourage you to examine the energy you pour into the world. Are you contributing to the waterfall of kindness, or are you allowing cruelty to drip into the pool of existence? As beings of light and love, you are called to be mindful of your thoughts, words, and deeds. Every moment presents an opportunity to be the drop that uplifts rather than diminishes. What legacy will your ripples leave? In the end, the true beauty of the waterfall effect is that it reminds you that you are all one. Every drop matters, every ripple counts. Look at each other with the eyes of a child, seeing only pure innocence and love in each other. The psalmist reminds you of loving kindness. The Lord is gracious and righteous. Our God is full of compassion. Dear angels, today I promise to send ripples of kindness and compassion forth into the world. And it is a choice. We choose how we're going to show up. When we open our eyes in the morning, we make a decision. Is this going to be happy, energetic Teri, or is this going to be the grump that nobody wants to be around? And honestly, there are days when I start to go there, when I wake up and it's like, no, it's too cold to get out from under these covers. We can find a million excuses not to show up. as that joyful soul that we are. We can find things. I haven't had coffee yet. Um, I'm not liking people today. There's so many ways that we can just really self sabotage and not show up as a beautiful being of love and light. So we make a choice every day when we wake up. We choose who we're going to be. And hopefully, because you're here, you chose to make a difference today. You chose to be here for somebody. Somebody needed to see you, or maybe a word that you're saying as you type in comments. Maybe somebody just really needed your hug today as you pulled them in for a heart hug. So, choices, we make them every day, and they affect not just our energy. That's the beautiful part. The whole world responds to your energy. I used to say, what difference does it make? Right? I'm just one person. What difference does it make if I'm grumpy or if I'm happy or if I'm angry today? It does make a difference. So keep that in mind as you are putting your drop of energy into the lake and the pool of all the energy that's in the world. It creates a ripple effect. All right, let's see. Brookie came in. Good morning, Brookie. And Julie is here. And she says, I'm grateful for my husband who goes to work every day, snowstorms and all. Yeah, it's not easy to get out there in those snowstorms and drive to work, is it? Brookie's grateful for the beautiful white coating outside. Looking forward to getting the Max Man out there in his snow pants while I shovel. Give little Max a shovel. I'm sure he would love to help out. Brandy says it's 10 degrees where she's at and it feels like -3. Ugh. I got 29 here, so I guess I won't complain then, Brandy. And Kathy says things are looking good for Colin getting accepted into a better sober living house, which also offers financial help on how to pay off all debt. Totally grateful because EIWP. It most certainly is working perfectly. Brookie's grateful for coffee and for all the peas. And Brandy says, my heart hug was for my mom, Deirdre, and prayers for her for the doctor's appointment today. That's right. We're going to be with you at that doctor appointment. Good morning, Kathleen. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say. I am also grateful that my friend Denise's little doggy Trooper, and some of you may remember Trooper. I've been with him before while Mama was away. And he had a growth removed from his back leg. Didn't look so good, so I was kind of concerned that it might be something not too good for him. So she had it tested and it wasn't cancer. So I'm so grateful that the angels answered that prayer. And Kathleen's here. Yay, good morning. All right, so Kuan Yin says, good fortune granted. Just as there are physical seasons upon the earth, the soul too goes through its seasons. Spring in the soul heralds a time of birth, new ideas, new inspirations, new energy to take action, new life, new connections, and new gifts abound. New life and good fortune are headed your way. I'm going to take that to heart. And I know that good fortune is headed my way. I can feel it. What's that song? I feel it in the air. I love that song. So, and I do. I feel change in the air. I feel a lot of hope. That's what I'm feeling. And as I walk through the streets of Nashville and look at people and see the look on their faces and listen to stories, I feel hope. And I haven't felt that in a while. It's been so divided this whole year. I've really not enjoyed the energy of this year as we went through shifts and changes. But this shift is a good one. And I feel like there's a lot now that's going on and looking forward to the future. Brandy, you just finished your winter survival box for the car. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. I just ordered something for my car since I'm going to be in cold weather and probably a little bit of snowy weather up here in Tennessee. I ordered something that you put over the outside of the windshield. And so then if there is an accumulation of snow or ice, it goes onto this covering and then you just pull it off. And it's supposed to be easier than having to get out there with a snow scraper, which I do have one of those. Thanks to my good friend Ruth. She got me one a couple of years ago when I was up in Colorado in the snow. Brookie says, we have a little shovel in my car. Awesome. All right. So, Isabel, hi there. Isabel, you okay? Yes, you corrected it. It's not evening yet, although I'm excited for my evening. I get to go to the Grand Ole Opry tonight, and I'm so excited. Ruth and Annie and I are headed over there and get to have an evening of just indulging ourselves in some country music and seeing all the glitz and the glitter here in Nashville. Blue says, I wish Pterodactyl Man was here and could witness the joy of razzmatazz, dazzle pupper bouncing in the snow. Oh, I'm so glad Raz likes that snow. All right, Kathy says, my heart hug goes along with my new daily prayer for all those who think that no one prays for them or cares. Yeah, that's a really good prayer. Thank you. And Deirdre says, oh, Deirdre and Brandy are sharing some love. I love that. I love both of you and the fact that you have bonded in this way. It's just beautiful. Jim, good morning. Oh, love and gratitude right back at you, mister. So happy to see you on here. And oh my gosh, I'm getting so excited about Saturday. Saturday is the first day of our workshop for December on emotional empowerment. We're going a little bit deeper in on those emotions. Kathleen, I have those. Oh, you do have those for the windshield. It's wonderful. No trying to scrape ice and snow. I just had a hunch to get it. It wasn't expensive. And I said, okay, the Angel Mobile is getting covering for the windshield. And you've seen them, Jean. I'll let you know how it works. Good morning, Hope. And Blue says, Jim, you've been in my thoughts strongly, dear friend. We walked through the deep snow in the field and the doggaroos are happy. Awesome. Good morning, Sally and Tony. We were dumped on and are out of work today, so I'm up baking little mini upside down pineapple cupcakes. Shared the live, thank you. Our grandsons have been at work since 2 a.m. cleaning out the downtown business areas. We've got many people without power. There's a tree down at the end of the street, and it won't stop until Friday. Oh dear. Well, we wish you the best with that, and thank you to your grandsons who are helping out. Good morning, Leo. You love Nashville? Oh, it is, Leo. I absolutely love it here. We've been kind of in a circle going to different places, but we always pass by Broadway. And I had heard so much about Broadway. I'm so glad I got to experience that. Okay. All right. So let's do some angel messages before we get off of here this morning. and we'll do some prayer time. We'll do just a few of the angel messages and then prayer time. Yes, thank you, Brandy. Prayers for all in the storm, that winter storm that came through. And temperatures are dropping here. It's in the 20s where I'm at, so I have to bundle up to go out today into Nashville and into the Grand Ole Opry. So what page do we need to look at? Just give me a number and we'll get some messages out from the angels. And then tomorrow I head back to East Tennessee, back to Blountville. Ruth and Annie fly home tomorrow morning. And it's been such a delight to be here with them and just to enjoy their company for this week. Blue says, wow, I just happened to have a pineapple. Can you share the recipe with your snowbound sister, please? I see lots of bacon going on. You're hearing 4 and 8. Okay. Well, page 4 says, we invite you to explore the depths of your being and recognize your inherent connection to the divine source of all creation. Come home to this love. Come home to this place, a place of love. That's what we are here. You know, this get together time that we do every morning, it's blessed. And Kuan Yin especially guides us in being here together. All right, page 8 says we encourage you to always be guided by your inner light as you encounter others. Let compassion be what moves you to truly see each other and to be kind and caring. Well, that was the angel message from last night, wasn't it? To show kindness, to show compassion. Let that be what drips into the pool of all the energy that exists on our planet and go out with ripples to wherever it's going to go. You never know who you're going to affect when you do that. Awesome. Thank you for that, Annie. And page 24, Sally says, for the group. So 24 it is. Sing your inner song of happiness. Dance even when there's no music playing. Love yourself and every moment of your life. What a beautiful, short, but powerful message. Dance even though there may be silence. The music doesn't come from the outside. And I love that as we walk down those streets of Broadway and there's venues everywhere. There's bars by some of the biggest names in country music that are just, the doors are open, or as somebody opens a door, you hear the music playing from inside. But that music is inside of each of us. Everything that we see, everything that we experience is us pushed outward. So if you're not liking what you're hearing in your head, open a different door. Just open a different door and see what music is playing there, and then dance. Just let yourself experience that freedom of just moving. All right, so then we're up to page 72 for our blue. She says, or 27, numbers that equal 9 are coming up. Well, let's go to 72. We've been in the front of the book. Let's go to the back. We say to you that not everything you experience while in human form will make sense. Just know that there are no accidents or coincidences, and everything is done in divine plan and divine time. Oh, thank you for picking that one, Blue, because it's so true. We don't think sometimes of our struggles as something that we're going to enjoy and that will make sense, because sometimes it just doesn't make sense. You know, we try to make sense out of it, right? Our human brain tries to put one and one together and make two. Sometimes one and one makes three. And we're like, but that's impossible, right? But no, it's something that's divinely inspired every minute. If we'll allow it, God is showing us the beauty and the absolute wonder and awe of this world that we're in. So thank you. Annie says, I think it's a group message. All of them, I think, were for the group today. Oh, Andrea, we love you, darling. Thank you for being here. And Brandy says, page 14 for all of us, please. And I'm keeping an eye on the time because I do have a 9 o'clock appointment that I need to be off the air a little bit before that. Okay, page 14. In your quest to be more peaceful, you are showing the world that it is indeed a book being written, and you give it the final blessing no matter what you have been attached to in the past. Love with the complete knowingness of who you are. You know, no matter what has happened before this very moment, no matter if it was conflicts with someone else, doubting yourself, feeling sad, alone, feeling shut in because of winter storms, or no matter what it was, that's already done. What matters is right now. Can you be peaceful in this moment? Can you pull love into your heart so that you are feeling that and you can share that forward? I love that. Thank you, Brandy. And page 60 for Isabel. Sally says, I am dancing, maybe in a wheelchair, but I can do a mean tango. I love that. Okay, so page 60 will be our last one. Go ahead and start putting your prayers in. And the last time I talked to Charlie, which was yesterday, he was waiting for doctors, and they've been doing tests, CTs, and they will, from what I understand, they will have to do a procedure. And it's not surgery, but it's a procedure to go in and fix whatever's going on with his heart. So let's keep Charlie lifted up in our prayers for sure. Page 60. Dear ones, as you examine yourself in a mirror or just by inner reflection, know this to be true. The truth about yourself is what you choose to believe. How are you seeing yourself? Look for flaws, and they will definitely present themselves in a big way. Boy, is that true. You know, so many times we do that. We pick at ourselves. We think, oh, I don't like the way that is. I want to change that. Or I wish my nose wasn't so big, or whatever it is that you're looking at when you look at your physical being. Look beyond that. Get very comfortable looking at the spirit being instead of the human being that's staring back at you. And then you won't be picking. If you're looking at your spirit being, you'll be smiling. So when you get in front of that mirror, the first thing you put on is that smile. Smile at yourself, and that love is going to flow from you. Okay, thank you, Julie Kiss. Prayers for all in need. Isabel, prayers for all in need today. And Deirdre, thank you for your beautiful daily prayer for all humans, Gaia, and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for all families living with addiction, and travel prayers for Teri and all who are traveling today. Yeah, I'll be traveling tomorrow, but thank you for that. I have to travel to the Opry today. I don't think it's that far from where we're staying, but yeah, I'm in a place that I'm not familiar with, so I'm beginning to get familiar with it. I know where the major roads are now. And it's funny because there's a road here in Nashville that's 31 East. So it's 31E, and Ruth's GPS on her phone yells out for the different roads to go on and the turns to make, and it puts it all together. So it tells us to turn onto 31E. And it just hits you. It's so funny every time it says it, to turn on 31E. Like, okay, I love that. Okay, what we got? Hope. Can we send some high frequency healing to Montana, your daughter, and your grandson Rio? They are both unwell. Rio's temperature was 39.9 last night and has come down to 38.6, so coming down slowly. A little pea prayer warrior's energy will soon have them both shipshape. Yes, it will, Hope. And thank you for sharing with us that need to pray for them. Oh, thank you, Brandy, for your prayers for me. And Sally said, we can easily be a universe of unsatisfied beings within ourselves if we are not careful. Yeah, it's up to us. I mean, that energy that's coming from us, that's a choice that we made. So make your choices well. And thank you, Hope. Yes, I am so looking forward to being at the Grand Ole Opry. I've heard about it my whole life. I've never experienced it. So this will be wonderful to go and see that. I did get to go to Morgan Wallen's This Bar. That was on my list. It's like, if I don't see anything else in Nashville, I want to experience that. And we did. We went in there. We ate actually at his bar, which has a beautiful menu and food. And it's all country cooking. It's his memos, recipes. And I wasn't brave enough to try the biscuits and gravy because they tend to upset my stomach and not be really healthy for my body. So it's on the menu, and I probably should have, but I didn't. Good morning, Catherine. And Sally offers us the prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, and for those living in fear of another, also to those without power and heat during the storm. Thank you for that, Sally. And Deirdre says an update on Vinny. He's okay. He got stuck in Jersey and he was sick. Well, thank you for the update. He is on our prayer list. Kathleen, huge gratitude for this P family and how we support each other. How blessed for us to be in this group and that Teri brought us together. The angels brought us together. I was just the conduit. I just happened to be the one that heard the message to turn on Facebook and reach out to everyone and see if there was life out there during that pandemic time. And we've been together ever since, and I'm so very grateful for that. Don Baker, happy day to you as well. And thank you for sending love. Oh, I bet it is extremely white there with all that white stuff coming down. So thank you for jumping in today, Don. So much love to you. All right, so let's go into our hearts. And as we say these prayers, just maybe pick one of them that sounds special to you. One of the ones that were mentioned, there's been several requests that have been put out, and just hold that person. Just hold them in your heart while we lift up the energy to the Creator. So let's do that now. And each person just pick somebody so that no one is left out. We're all in this together. And we pray every day for our family, for our friends, for our loved ones. And I want to still include my brother Gary and my sister Billy in those prayers. So I'm going to just hold them while I lift up the energy and ask for God to see us all, every one of us that are gathered here right now. So breathe into your heart and release. And with this next breath, just envision that you've blown up a balloon, it's a big balloon, and we're all working on it together. We're all putting our energy into blowing up this balloon, and we're going to place all of our prayer requests in that balloon. It'll hold a lot. It's going to hold all of those wonderful names that are on our prayer list that we revisit every Wednesday, putting all of those in there. And then any that you have added in, just see them going right into the balloon as it keeps expanding, as it keeps receiving love to make it bigger and bigger. And every person is going into the balloon. All of us that are gathered here, all of our loved ones, all of those in the world who are suffering, like Sally says, those who feel alone, separated from others. And this is a time of year when people do feel isolated because of the weather outside and not wanting or not able to brave the storm. So just see the balloon being filled to the brim with all of this energy, filling it up totally so we're all crowded in there together. And then we're going to tie it up once it's full of all these prayer requests and all this loving energy, and watch it rise up, up, up to a higher plane. And then when you think it can't go any further, where does it go? It goes higher yet, because it's going to rise right up to the great central sun. It's going to be pulled into the arms of the Creator. And we're bringing all of these names, all of these situations. We're bringing a prayer for peace on our earth. We're bringing a prayer for those who feel like nobody's praying for them. So right now, just see that balloon entering into the presence of the divine. See Divine Mother catching it as it drifts in. See Master Jesus, the Master Healer, that's ready to welcome in any of these prayer requests, anyone who needs physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual healing today. And just feel the energy shift and change as we receive the Master's touch. See all the angels that are floating around us, helping us to raise our vibration and our frequency to receive the healing. Hear the wisdom of our ancestors, our loved ones in spirit, our guides, maybe some spirit animals along the way that are bouncing this balloon back and forth. And then as we get right there to the place where we know that we're being seen, acknowledged, and heard, just see that balloon burst and all of that energy flowing right into the arms of the divine. And know that we are loved. We are loved beyond measure. We're able to go into that place where there's a peace that passes all understanding. And we welcome that peace into our hearts. As we drift back now to where we are here physically, bring that peace with you. Bring that reassurance that whatever we need, whatever is for our best and highest good, we have received it. It's right there in your heart center. And in our hearts, we hear words, those beautiful words that we share with each other every day. Thank you. I love you. Thank you so much for jumping into the balloon. Thank you for receiving that Master's touch and for knowing that that healing that you received, it's there, it's real. And as you hold it in your heart, just allow it to bless you today with the realness of love, because love is the energy that heals. Marietta, yes, we went up, up, up to a higher plane, and I bet Max is saying those words right now. Up, up, up. And thank you, Deirdre, for sharing our words of thank you. I love you. Let me get Leo singing to us, and we're going to get on with our day. Stop the little birdies. And if you have a chance, listen to some birds today. They sing such a sweet song. And so does Leo. Thank you. I love you. Thank you, Deirdre, Julie, Sally, and Tony. Come on, come on. Brandy girl.
Wherever we may be, we create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of.
Thank you, Andrea. Isabel.
Cup full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the truth is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day.
Annie Seven and Grayson, we love you.
Always is the winning team, and you can side with us.
Oh, thank you, Leo.
Take a spot to get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day.
Oh, I plan on it, Leo. Thank you. It's a little chilly, but I got a scarf, I got gloves, and I got a coat. Thank you, Isabel. We love you too, honey. Yeah, I'm so glad you were here. Kathleen, you're in my heart, my soul sister. Ricky Brooke, Dylan, Max.
There really is no secret. We simply
Accept, align, allow. Oh, the doggies are saying thank you, I love you. I love that. Hello, Sweet Pocky and Gruff and Raz, Gizmo, Whiskey, Blue, and Lulabelle.
morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Joy. Shoshana. Hi, sweet one. Thank you for being here. And you're not late. You're just in time. Time to share some love. Woo! And namaste, y'all. I love you so, 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 so much. Sherry, thank you, honey. And thank you all for helping Leo at the end of the song with some woos. Stay in your hearts. I will see you tomorrow morning on the Cuppa Full of Joy. And I hope you got your cup filled to the brim and overrunning. Send that energy out today into the world, wherever you may be. You don't even have to go out of your house. Just pick up your phone and call somebody. Just let them hear your voice and listen to their voice. You can't do that over a text, but you can do it over a phone call. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Namaste, y'all.